All right, quick little pep talk today. I wanted to give you just a quick little morning routine that will change your life. And this is something that I really recognized me falling away from when we first moved and then coming back to and realized how much it shifted my energy. So I have done the work. I have tested this. I have used this routine for well over a year now. And I wanted to share it with you because I feel like there's other people who are very similar to me, and this will probably help you. And this is something that, you know, how you hear, I get it. Like, we don't have to have this perfect morning routine, right? You hear people say all the time, it's like, oh, if you want to be a millionaire, like, you need this routine and you need to do this, this, and this. This is not this at all. This is what helps me stay in the energy that I want to be in. This is what helps me set the intention and the, like, get into the energy I want to be in for my day. And it's so simple. It is so simple. But I didn't realize the profound impact it had until we were going through our move. And yeah, that was a stressful time. But also, I didn't realize how much it truly supported me. And this is just waking up every morning and I do 8 to 10 minutes of breath work, or I'll do a meditation. I love breath work. For those of you who are not familiar with breath work helps us tap into our bodies. It helps us release trauma, anxiety. It can actually help us like release depression. It's not a cure for any of these things, but it definitely helps. And is what it does is while we're doing the active breath work, we're actually bypassing the survival brain. So our brain is like no longer in survival mode and we're able to tap into like the truest essence of us. And that's why I love this so much. This is why we need to do over 7 minutes of breath every single day, because if we do less than, it's fine, but it's called integrative, and so it's a really good time for like reintegrating back into your life. And so just like a quick energy shift is what an integrative session is going to give you. But when we go just a little bit longer, we're really able to tap into like more of a meditative, which will actually help us start to release the things that we no longer want to hold on to and really tap in and connect with that highest version of us. And so that's why I always say like some days I do 15 minutes, some days I don't typically do 20, just because I have a certain time I like to go on a walk before it gets really hot here. And so it cuts into that. Like, and I'm not going to wake up any earlier. I have no desire to. So I wake up at 5:10 every morning. That's a time that feels really good for me. Although lately my body is like 3:30 sounds good. And then I struggle to fall back asleep. I'm like, what is this? But anyways, so I do 8 to 10 minutes of breath work, sometimes 15. It feels really good. And then I pull out my notebook. I have a notebook in my nightstand drawer and I pull it out and I will write 8 to 12 things that I'm grateful for. Typically it ends up being 12 because I do like 4 rows with like 3 little things each. And I am grateful for simple things, you guys, like good pens. I'm kind of a pen snob. So I'll tell you my favorites is the Papermate Flare Ultrafine pens. They are my favorite. Or the U Brands felt tip pens. I also love. But so I'll write the things that I'm grateful for, and then this is like the key piece, because here's all the pieces that this connects for you. So the breath work allows you to tap into the highest version of yourself. It helps you to really like get into that. And then the gratitude piece of this helps you be grateful for where you are at. And then the next piece of this is tapping into where you desire to go. Because I don't know if you've ever had a thought of like, well, shouldn't I just be grateful for where I'm at? Why should I want more? Why do I need more? Why do I want more? Whatever it is, I should just be grateful. We can be grateful and desire more. And so this kind of allows you to release that shame part around that. And so the final piece of my morning routine is I will write, so like this morning, so today is the 9th of September, so I'd write 9/9/2025 instead of 2024, because I'm going to write a letter to myself now from future me. And she's going to tell me all of the incredible things that she has done this year, how amazing it has been, what I'm doing now, what my business is doing. My family is thriving. My kids love being back in a smaller school. We're really enjoying living in a smaller town again. And we love the house that we're in, and just all of these things. And so just know, like, the three phases of this is getting out of survival mode. One, tapping into that identity of like who we want to be, right? The highest version of us. Two, being grateful for where we're at. And then three, future casting with where we want to be. And while we're doing that, we are feeling all of the emotions. So sometimes during breath work, I will picture, and I actually just recorded an audio on this because I couldn't find one out there that I actually liked, but I just recorded a breathwork workshop on this, and so I will drop that in the show notes. I'll make that a little freebie for you guys. But I will visualize the life that I want to be living, where I want to go, how much money I'm making, what kind of car I drive, what my house looks like, and just all of these things. Because when we do the breath work with it, again, you can't mindset your way into a life you love. We need the somatic piece, which is the breath work, and we need the mindset work as well, which is the journaling piece of this. But when we do the breath work, we also want to attach feelings to our desires. And so when we feel what that new life feels like when we're journaling, right? We get so excited. We're like, oh my gosh, you love your house. Your house is fantastic. Your kitchen is like this beautiful white and it's got some natural wood cabinets mixed in and it's beautiful. And you have a big yard again and pine trees and your kids are just thriving at their school and business is so good. Like money is just flowing in and flowing out. Like you're just really in this good rhythm with it and you're enjoying it and you're doing things that you want to do and you guys are traveling. And to be able to get into that, like, do you feel this energy? You want to be able to get in this energy and get in the emotion of it that feels really good so that you start to magnetize it to you. This is like a radio frequency, right? When you are vibrating at a higher level, which is what these three things do, then you start to bring it to you. You start to tell the universe, this is what I desire. This is how it's going to feel. And it puts you in that it's already done energy. And the universe is like, boom, that's what she wants. So be specific in your journaling. I talk about my kitchen. I want like natural wood cabinets mixed with the white. I want just bright and airy in my house. Not, if you're watching on video, like the rental that we're in right now has brown carpet. That is not my vibe. And so I just picture like, oh, I'm so grateful to live here, right? I'm always grateful for like having a place to live and where we're at. But here's what I want, and here's how it's going to feel. And I'm going to feel so good waking up in this house every single day and like being able to open all my windows because it's not hot as hell and look out. I feel like I complain a lot about the weather. It's really not that bad. I mean, it really is hot and it's really hard to get your house below like 78, 80 degrees. Especially when it's like 115 outside. So I now understand the concept that people have been like, you can't escape the heat. That is why, is because your house is always hot, also hot. But anyways, I digress. So just get in the energy of like where you're going, being grateful for where you're at, wanting to go somewhere, and really getting in the energy of that so that you tell the universe what you want. I talk about exactly how much I'm making, how many people are in my membership, how my program is doing, how I sell it out with 20 women every single time, 20 to 25 women every single launch, and how I have a wait list for my one-to-one coaching and it feels so good. So like really get in the energy of that. And it's going to change your life. It is going to change your life. And I noticed through the move, this is why I came back to this, is I noticed through the move, I had kind of been in a slump because I wasn't doing it regularly because we had so much going on. And I was like, why am I feeling this way? Like, why am I kind of like, I don't want to say down in the dumps. Like I was excited for the move, but I was just like, I kind of felt like I had reverted back to the survival mode me. And I was like, let's just bring it back in my morning routine because it only takes me like 20 to 30 minutes to do the whole thing. So I was like, let's bring this back in and just see what happens. And that is when my energy shifted. And it didn't only shift in my mind, I felt it in my body. And that is what I want for you because when we feel it in our body, that is when we are truly building that momentum behind it and calling it into us. So I hope that is helpful for you and test it out. Let me know how it goes, and I will talk to you next time.